Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Miss Sparkle Mama coming to you tonight to discuss this little thing called panic attacks. And if you have them, your child has them, or you're around anyone that does have them at all, my heart goes out to you. I'm so sorry. I have experienced panic attacks, and my son has them quite often. And I'm just trying to give a few tips and tricks to get through them and help the little people in your life get through them without creating more anxiety on top of the moment that they're in. So, tip number one, if you're in public, make them realize that nothing around them matters. It's not important. It does not matter where they're at. The last panic attack my son had was at the airport. We were boarding the plane. We were on the tarmac boarding the plane, and he has a panic attack. And it's not necessarily because of the flight, because he likes to fly. We fly all the time. It is more of, I have no idea. It was just a panic attack. And what I did is I got on the ground with him. We laid there. He cried. He was hyperventilating. He was sweating. He almost threw up. It was a true full-fledged panic attack. I don't know what's wrong, mommy. Please help me, mommy. It hurts. And I put my hand on his chest, and I can literally feel my hand going up and down. His heart was beating so fast. So I take him, I take his face, and I'm like, Zaire, look at mommy. Now mind you, we're on the ground, and they're boarding the plane. So there's 200 people walking past us. And I'm like, look at mommy. We don't pay attention to them. We don't care about them. You focus on mommy. And what I do is, and I put his hand on my chest, and I say, feel mommy breathing. Watch mommy breathing. Listen to me breathing. That's the only thing that matters. I'm right here with you. Feel my breath. Pay attention to my breath and breathe with me. And he'll start to cry. I'm like, no. All we do is pay attention to mommy. This is the only thing that matters right now is mommy. Breathe with mommy. Breathing is so important. Having them focus on you. You're calm. You bring them down. Don't ask them, stop. Don't ask them, what's wrong? What can I do? Because there's nothing anyone can do in the middle of a panic attack other than get through it. We got through it. It was, by the end of it, the panic attack had left, and now he's embarrassed and he's crying. He's upset that, he can't fly home. But I'm like, it's no big deal. It's no big deal at all. And he's crying. He's like, no, you're going to lose your job. You're going to miss work tomorrow. And I'm like, you know what? Even if I did, which I won't, I was like, I'll find another job. It's no big deal. I was like, what's important right now is that you're okay. I'm like, are you okay? He's like, well, yeah. I'm like, well, that's all that matters. I'm like, we're good. I'm like, we get to call Nana and hang out with Nana for another day. So I called my mom and had her come pick us back up from the airport, and we went to my mom's for the night, and we rebooked the flight, flew home the next day. I'm like, look, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, no big deal. And that is the biggest thing for me. I found that, it's no big deal. It just happens. You're upset, we get upset. We keep moving. And we did, and the public panic attacks are very hard because you do get embarrassed. And it is hard to express yourself in public, and you have people looking at you, and they're strangers, and this happened to be in a different city. It was pretty hardcore. And we got through it, and he got himself a soda, he got his blood sugar back up, and we went out and got himself a meatball sub, and life was good again. Number two, the regular panic attacks that happen more often. In my house, they're usually because of change of schedule. Last year was a pretty hard year because we had so much ice and snow out here in Kansas City. And they missed, I think, a total of like 20 days or something of school. That was like legitimate snow days. And so they were going to school, 2-3 days a week for like 4 weeks straight. And so what does that happen? What happened? If I could talk. What happens is that becomes the new norm, and that is the new schedule. So for a good 6 weeks, they miss at least one day of school a week, And so once, winter ends, there's no more snow. Well, we're still missing one day of school a week because that's what it's supposed to be. That's what it is. And going from snow days to no more snow days just doesn't register in a child's mind that is autistic. It is the new schedule, and that is the new schedule, and why isn't the new schedule? And I don't understand. And then why don't I go to school? And blah, 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 and panic attack. And so, you have to fight your battles. Is going to school every day worth it? Or is keeping the peace of mind of your child and not throwing them into panic attack, rolling around the ground, screaming, crying, more important? I happen to have a really good relationship with my son's teachers, and him going to school not as important to me as his mental health, and they agreed with me. So when he does go to school, he goes to school, but when he doesn't, it's okay, because the fights, they're not worth it. I have fought the everyday going to school thing, and I won't do that again. So the home panic attacks, public panic attacks, they're completely different, because when we're at home, we don't want to leave home. My son was diagnosed with agoraphobia when he was like 7, I think. So leaving the house is super hard, and if we go to school every day, then that's like our second home, so it's routine, so it becomes less hard. But the second that's broken, it's pretty much anybody's game. And third, I would say, is panic attacks when you're not around, and educating your kids or even yourself as to how to handle them becomes very important. It's rare that Zaire will go anywhere without me anymore, though. It seems the older he gets, his anxiety gets a little worse. But like when he's with his friends, they all know. They know him, and so they know that sometimes he's a little different. Sometimes things happen, and they will call me in a minute. And he knows when he's starting to feel that anxiousness, and that if he gets enraged, if he's really angry at one of his buddies and he doesn't know why, his thing that he does is he'll go into a closet. It's an enclosed space. It's small, it's quiet, it's dark, and he can do it. He can grab his phone, he'll call me, he'll FaceTime with me, but he has to get away from people. And we've talked about it, and that's okay. You need to go to the closet at your friend's house, go into the closet. Go into the closet, breathe, call mommy. If you can't even breathe, just call mommy. I'll breathe with you. I'm always a phone call away. Always teach your children that you're that safety net, no matter what's going on. Make a recording for them, just talking to them. Like, I'll put a recording on Zaire's phone. Hey, Bubby, what's going on? Just want to let you know I love you. Have a good time. Call mommy if you need to. I know you don't want to because you're so cool. You're a big boy now. You ain't thinking about mama. Make it fun. So, or I'll call him like, hey, did you check your videos? I sent you something, or I saved you something. That way he can just hear my voice. And sometimes he don't care. He could care less about me, and he's hanging out with his bros and doing his bro thing and Fortniting it up, and ain't thinking about me. And then sometimes, he'll put on his earbuds and he'll just keep playing it, and that allows him to just lay there, because he doesn't sleep very often. But those are just some tips and tricks of how to work through anxiety with the little person, and I hope it helps a little bit. And if you have anxiety and you are having trouble working through it, use those tricks with yourself with someone else. Have them help you breathe through it. Breathing is so important. Once you catch your breath, you can take a hold of whatever it is that's overriding it. Have an anchor thought. His anchor thought is me. So when I'm like, nope, look at mommy, look at me, listen to my breath, listen to this, listen to my voice. Find yourself an anchor, whether it's the doorknob. I don't care. Take yourself out of what you don't understand and make something that you do understand. And I found that's what pulls you out of it, because you're in chaos. Your mind is going crazy. You don't know why, and you're anchoring it. So anchor that chaos into something, and you'll be okay. I promise. I love you. I will sparkle for you. I will shine for you until we will all do it together. So this is your girl, Miss Sparkle Mama. Please hit the like button, subscribe, get to know me, leave a comment. I would love to help you out, and I would love to get any help you can provide. If you're going through it, if you have a child going through it, let me know. And if you want to hear more about my tips and tricks on, working through, anxieties and things like that, let me know. I'll be happy to share, because I've been doing this for a long time. But I do love you, and if no one else told you today, know that I do. And you're wonderful, you're beautiful, you're amazing. Do your thing.